Hear us now, two fats
Two
in a
fats
sack.
in a sack.
It took a minute to grab the bong, folks.
Two fats in a sack.
That's not true. I'm lying to you. I
Two
just didn't
fats
want to.
in a sack.
I didn't want you to hear what he was saying. It was really racist.
Two fats in a sack. Wait, what?
That's not what he
Wait,
was saying.
what?
Was in a sack earlier. Okay.
Oh. That was private. That was we weren't supposed to bring it on
Oh, you
there.
think I won't tell your secrets to the world? Ha!
Hmm. So what's up, dude? How has your I saw you this week, so you were at the crib. Well, last week at least. How was the journey back?
It wasn't too bad. It was only like 3 hours instead of over 4 from where we did the Easter thing. Uh, her cousin got Airbnb
Mm-hmm.
because they were having like some work done at their house. It was cool. It had a fenced in backyard, a hot tub that was, uncovered and being used, so couldn't relax for even a second. They were like,
I
"Oh,
don't.
it's fenced in back there. The baby can't get out." I'm like, "Yeah, but there's that pool." And he was like, "Ah, yeah."
Yeah, they'll die. They'll die right
So,
away.
but that's okay. They had there was like a little gym back there. They had that weird table tennis table that wasn't for ping pong. It was for like soccer ping pong.
Oh,
It's like that
sick.
arched one. Yeah, but nobody wanted to fucking play. So I was like, what a
Whack.
waste.
Oh my god, I would have got a fucking soccer ball just for that. I
They
would have
had balls there. I kept trying to get one of the kids to do it, and as soon as I got her cousin's son to like start, I guess it was time to eat. So he immediately got called away to eat. I was like, God damn it! Finally got one of these sons of bitches to play.
at the park that I walk, like with the coral reef out here.
Hmm.
The dude, it's first of all, I've spoken many times on the cast about this park. The majestic ways of its nature is crazy. The different animals that just will approach you and be like, "Good morning." It's like it's a magical place, and I'm like, "Get away from me, rodents! Get away!"
The only part I remember is how much you look like you're there to touch all the children.
Oh, that's true. Oh my, I do get that look a lot because I'm there when there's a lot of kids. Sometimes nowadays, I've been doing it like early in the morning when all the kids are inside. So less of that. I've been getting less of that. Now I get good mornings and smiles and waves, which I love. I think that's better. If I'm out there in the morning, the normal people in the morning are out there. Nice wave, say hello, do our trek, do my lap, the fuck out of there. The plan is to keep doing that lap forever until I start jogging the smaller part of it. But that's beside the point. I was talking about that park for a god. Oh, that's right. There's that they have one of those. They have one of those soccer like ping pong things, and I've seen that thing, and people use it, and I'm like, damn it, I want to do that. I want to do that so bad. And also,
Right?
they took they repainted all the tennis courts there, right? And
Okay.
they took one of the tennis courts and they made it to 4 pickleball courts. And
Yeah.
I've never done pickleball, and I'm dying
I
to do it,
have
dude.
I have paddles, dude. Yeah, I'll bring them next time I'm down. I like pickleball. I just
I'm
thought
so down.
everybody fucking hated it, so I was just like, okay, no pickleball.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm all about outdoor activities, and you know that. It's just been a while since there's been someone to do them with.
Yeah.
I got two old fats, Miguel and Vince. They're
Mhm.
physically useless. It's so funny how some of these like the machismo of older men, they don't realize they're like faulties and how frailties. Like they're still like, you don't understand. I still got it in me. I could easily knock you out. I'm like, first of
With
all,
what? The
I'm now
gas from the back of your throat?
with your breath. You should brush more. Um, no, dude, it's like me. Like think I'm 41 now. Ew, and
Damn, over the hill.
right, sweet. It's actually pretty nice. And anytime like if I fall or hit something hard enough, that's gonna fucking hurt for a little bit. Luckily, I'm a goddamn warrior, and I'm always like working, doing like shit outside on fucking ladders and having to move all the time, so my injuries don't stay like permanent because I'm always moving.
Yeah. Hmm.
You know, but like people my age who just like go work at a desk and then come home and then go do stuff outside and they trip and fucking bust their ass or kick some shit, they're fucking out of commish. A lot of people. So like, as I get older, I'm like, oh, I know that I'm become solid and brittle. See, they're getting better. And
That wimpy thing.
you really know where to cut at the heart of things, don't you?
No, no, that was pretty good. That's pretty
I thought so. Like, thank you. I needed that.
good. I can't pick on you anymore. I feel bad.
Oh, good, good, good. I accept your apology. So what the fuck I was saying? Forgot about
T-
my beautiful girlfriend
Listen,
for a
I
second.
apologize. I can't remember and apologize. There's limits.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We're just gonna have to move on. It probably wasn't that good anyway.
Have you watched the first episode of the anime
Oh, dude,
starting
I
Elbaf?
completely forgot to watch the second.
No, no, no. I wasn't even talking about the live action right now, but I guess that
Oh,
part's not
sweet.
happening later.
Well, you can go. Hey, let's give it an attempt. But wait a second here. But I'm gonna have
But
to try to remember.
no, no, no. Wait. I'm not
Oh,
ready for that. I was
is it?
asking if you had gotten
Second.
they restarted the anime. Did you get to watch the first
Ooh,
episode for the Elbaf?
no, I haven't. Oh, they restarted? No, not yet. Sick,
Yeah, first episode is out, sir.
dude.
And actually,
The
I think
comics.
the second one's probably out now. Let me check.
I can't. I was so upset, dude. That was a 3 month hiatus of death. That shit hurt.
It's bothering me less and less the older I get. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I'll get to it or I'll die.
No, you know, you dude. The comic. Oh my god, dude, it's so good.
Oh yeah,
I
they've got
can't
two
wait
episodes. They've
till
got
they
two
get.
episodes in Elbath right now.
I can't wait till they get deep into Albath. It's gonna be awesome.
Can
It's gonna
we
be so dope.
can you watch one a week with me so we can start with
Oh yeah,
the
I'm gonna
anime
catch it
and
for sure.
then well yeah, well I'm just saying let's start with the anime and then we'll work into the live action after that when we do this weekly thing.
Sure.
I would love to start talking about One Piece, dude.
Mhm. But yeah,
And
One Piece is
not
the best.
something that I hate all the time. Like we're gonna
I
talk about
wish.
the anime.
Oh, the anime. I can't wait for Elbath. Elbath is gonna be awesome.
Well, like
And
I
for
said,
sure,
you're already an episode behind, so we can talk about the first two episodes next week.
you can talk about it now. It doesn't matter to me. I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but I don't remember what happened, so I have to watch it again.
No, say la
Like
vie.
well, okay, I do. I remember. All right, let's talk about what I do remember. I remember Yasop saw that they were about to go out to sea, and that there was a chance that they could tell Usopp where he was, and he was like, "Ain't no way, baby," and he blew him the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah. That is life of a pirate. That's how it goes down. He's like, my what? Nah,
No, I
be
saw
fine.
I saw I saw a meme about that. They were like, "Yo, Yasop's so committed to his deadbeat life that when Shanks let the guys go, he was like, "Hold up, dog. They about to go tell Luffy. Luffy's about to tell Usopp, and they about to come way too close to me.
Right, we gotta go.
We gotta
We
blow
gotta
them up.
we
They
gotta slide.
hold up, boss.
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't want to answer any questions. Can we skedaddle? Yeah, that's the best. And like when I read that the first time, I was like devastated. I was like, what the fuck? That's kind of fucked up, man. And I was like, but that makes this character better.
I
he's
was
he's full on like, yo, nah, no
I was
thanks.
well, I mean, I'm just talking shit because that's a funny theory, but I was legit worried when Barto was fucking up a place in Shanks' territory. I was like, how the fuck? I mean, and then as soon as they were like, "Oh, do this thing to Luffy, and we'll think about it,"
Oh,
I'm
the
like, "Well,
closing
he."
bottle.
I was like, "Well, he loves Luffy. Ain't no way he's gonna do anything but sacrifice himself." And so, of course, immediately he grabbed it and drank that shit. I was like, "Yeah, that's what I expected of Barto." And I was like, honestly, if somebody has to die, it should be you, fucker. Like, Luffy didn't do that shit. He loves Shanks. He's only gonna
What?
fight Shanks when it's time for the One Piece.
First of all, you can't kill Bartholomew. He's the man. He's got the weirdest face in the whole series. He is. He
I
looks like
love
a
him. I
character.
love
He
Barto. He's
looks
one
like
of
a
my favorite
he,
people.
he looks like a character outside of this anime. He doesn't look like he belongs here.
I
He
agree.
like everybody else has like when the first time I felt like he belonged there a little bit is when you got to see the brother that was the Cracker brother, right? What
Okay.
not the one with the giant teeth, right? That he had the Cracker armor, but he was always
Okay. Yeah.
hiding his
Yeah.
face
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the scarf, right?
Uh huh.
He was ashamed of his Baraka mouth.
Yes.
That was the first time I saw a character that had teeth similar to like Bartholomew a little bit, but Bartholomew doesn't look like anybody else. He looks so weird. Like
Yeah.
as one of like Oda's characters. His characters aren't like this. They're all weird. They all like have weird body structures, but they're like this guy's not only perfectly body structured, which is strange. He's like perfectly human. His shoulders to like hips to like
Yeah. Just his
he just
face.
looks out of place. He just looks out of place. He's not supposed to be in this anime. And he is a big goofy dork. So
Such a
he's
dork,
us.
bro.
He's
But
us.
yes.
He's
Yes.
just
Yes.
so
I
like
love
it's
him.
perfect. He's the man.
I
Bartholomew's the man,
fucking
and
love him, dude.
he makes himself look like an idiot every time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always a good story. It's always a funny joke,
Mm-hmm.
mm. And he's loyal to the death, as clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So what's up, man? You play any new games? Anything up and running?
Actually, last night I did. I fucking saw a demo for Weed Superstore Simulator.
Oh, I saw that. I saw your video post on YouTube. Did you finish? Oh, hold up! I just remembered. Did you? How are you in Expedition?
I don't think I've played anymore since we talked about it because I had to start playing over, and
Why?
I haven't caught up to where I was because
Why you play?
the footage was really shit.
It was bad. Damn.
Yeah, it was like too often it was freezing and shit. So the game is just too demanding for my computer to run and stream. So I was just like, fuck it.
Mm.
I'll start over now, rip the band-aid off, and then when I get to where I was, we'll have, I've never seen before stuff. And until then, I can
Make
enjoy
sure
having Gustav back in my life.
make sure to kill the mime that's sitting there inside of the beginning
Are
village.
you kidding me? I murk every mime.
Yeah, but there's a mime in that like the place where
Every every
the secret
mime.
one. Yeah, but there's a secret one in Lumiere.
It ain't a secret. I get every mime. I'm telling you, this is the most thorough I've ever been on a map, dog. I haven't missed a
You
single
gotta
mime.
be. You have to be thorough on this map because you'll miss something, and
Dude,
all the things
that
are
mime
cool.
wasn't even hidden. It was just right there by the fireworks thing. I look over, I'm like,
Right,
that's a creepy motherfucker. And I go over
mm,
there. I'm like, hi. And it's like,
right. Oh no! Right. The first time I saw it, I was like, I guess this is the game teaching me how to play because it kept killing me. And I'm like, so I'm not doing it right, clearly.
Oh
Takes
yeah,
me
dude,
forever.
by
Hold on.
timing, by fucking god awful timing. I was like, I'm not blocking. Blocking is not the move, parrying all day.
Right.
First of all, I missed how in the very beginning of the game, it tells you two times before you ever get to fighting that mime that parrying gives you an AP.
Yeah.
I had no fucking idea, but it didn't matter because parrying was my only option I ever considered,
Right.
So
That's true.
it worked out. But yeah, dude, I
There's
was
a
just
veg
like, I know what's coming. I know all of his attacks, and I'm still fucking it up.
well, there's eventually a Lumia or whatever they call the like little trinkets you got to wear, right? Um, there's eventually one that you do get AP for dodging.
Yeah, I know. You get it almost immediately. It's called Dodger, but like you get the same AP for fucking doing a parry. So
But also you get to attack. That's the best part of the parry is you get to attack.
oh, what?
The best part of the parry is that you get an attack at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. I love that shit.
Yeah, it's the tits. I'm
Are
almost
you
done
kidding
with
me? That's the
the
only reason I kept fighting that fucking Gestural chef chief way
Mhm.
longer than I was supposed to,
Right.
because I was doing 1,000 counter damage at a time. It might have been slow, and I knew I was gonna have to do damn near 100 plus attacks at least to get it all the way down. But I was like, fuck it, if I can do it, I can do it. But
There's a
not
there's a
when I
saying that
have
me and my
to
brother
block 6 of them in a row.
there's a saying me and my brother always say to each other. There's a meme that's online is where it's like two guys talking and it's Elder Ring and this guy's
Mm,
like in no gear at all. He just strikes the thing with a sword and a little piece of health comes off of it. And the meme starts and it goes, I know you saw what I saw, brother. A piece of the life bar moved. And if it can bleed, it can die.
exactly.
So
Exactly,
every
dog.
time we play these games, we go, if it can bleed, it can die. And so if you can damage it, you can kill it. It just
Mhm.
takes time. And if
Mhm.
you do that, you're a badass.
Mm.
Simple pimple, you know?
Yeah, I did. I was like, I see the dedication I will have to learn all of this Chiefs moves, and I'm not about that right now. For how many times I would have to do them successfully in a row is ridiculous.
Well, you think that wait till you haven't met the dancers yet. Once you get to the dancers, you'll learn fast.
I mean,
You'll have
I
to.
learn. It's not That's not the problem. It's like I said, it's the fact that the Chiefs each move the Chief did was like 5 hits, 5 6 hits.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, she gets to go fucking 10
Like
times
6 times.
before I can even
Yeah,
hit her. Yeah,
that's
and I'm
right.
just like,
You're
I'm
fighting way
just
too earlier. Way too
yeah,
early.
yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I was like, if I didn't have to try to block 50 fucking hits every time I do 1,000 damage, it'd be okay.
The second I finish fucking with the dancers, you'll see them eventually. But once I finish fucking with them and I figure that out, I went back to the chief to try her out,
Hmm.
and she still had 3 moves on me.
Hmm.
And it was like one character goes, then she goes 3 times, and then another character goes, then she goes 3 times, like shit like that.
Yeah, it's
And
so much better though.
I was getting her, but I was like,
Uh,
this sucks.
yeah, it's still a lot
This,
to
dude,
grind.
and then you like you can
You still need
like
more.
you parry it, but like you fuck up, and then like
Well,
she'll do a move that kills two.
Well, I have a new strategy for fighting big ones like that. You know how I was just like, it's parry or die. Well,
Right.
technically, when you're fighting big motherfuckers that do chain attacks, all you have to do is not take damage and parry the last one, and you still get the full parry. So, like, I'm definitely gonna start dodging these big motherfuckers and then counter the final attack. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Because dodge is more forgiving.
it's weird. I don't know how that system works because sometimes if
That's it. As long as you
you
don't
get,
take damage and you parry the last one, you get the parry.
hmm, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Maybe that's why I was confused about it because sometimes I would dodge and like not everybody would make the dodge, right? Sometimes some people have a slower movement. So if you have a slower movement, that person doesn't make the dodge. You have to do the dodge faster. But you didn't know that because that one person's a little offset, right?
Mm.
So then I'll parry, and then because one of them is able to do it the whole time, the group still gets the attack.
I
But
think so.
that shit is I love it. I love Expedition, dude. I'm almost done with the second Hollow Knight game, the Silk Song.
Oh yeah, dude.
I've already beat the big bad to get the regular ending, right?
Mhm.
And it was pretty fucked up. It was a fucked up ending, which I expected. But then it's like, okay, you did that. Good for you. There's still more of this game. You got to go find it though. We're not going to tell you about it. And it's like,
Mhm.
okay, because I noticed online there's a couple like fights that I've never seen before.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what? Who the fuck are these people?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I haven't found them. So I'm going through like the crevices and the fucking cracks and the little spots of this game to find the last of them. I've been fighting this fucking frog creature week and a half.
Damn.
He starts with it's I have to imagine it's the hardest like gauntlet
Mhm.
because there's a bunch of in this game there's a bunch of gauntlets. Like whenever you're running through a place that has the different type of creatures, there's always one or two spots inside of that part of the map that you're gonna have to fight all of them at once.
Okay.
And to see how you figured out the map. By the time you've gone and died so many times, then you swipe at these things. You kind of figure out like where you place yourself to kill everything perfectly.
Mhm.
So by the time you get to a gauntlet, it's pretty chilling. This gauntlet is in a place that's full of poison. So you got to do this crazy gauntlet, and at the end is a boss. And then this fucking boss, it just fucks. I don't know what it is, man. He's not that complicated. I should be able to beat him easy. And I almost did it today, and I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the day, baby. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow I got a doctor's appointment. I'm gonna be like, Doc, do I got cancer? He's like, I don't know. I just met you. It's like, all right, well, get your hand ready for my nuts.
Yeah.
And
What, you have a
what is it?
lump?
No, I just
Okay.
think it's hilarious for an old Cuban man to grab my nuts.
Wow.
Um, what the fuck was I talking about? Lima
S
beans.
an old guy grabbing
Oh,
your
Hollow
nuts?
Knight. Hollow Knight. Oh, that's right, dude. I've been trying to beat this goddamn frog for so long, and it honestly, it's gonna just make the flavor of that frog's death even more delicious. It's
It's
just a good seasoning.
gonna taste so
He's
sweet.
gonna he's gonna be so good because I beat the boss way faster than this fucking guy, and it's annoying because you have to fight a bunch of shit. And I've gotten to the point where his whole plethora of monsters that he sends right before is just
Uh-huh.
another way for me to heal.
Okay.
It's just like I already fought them so many times that it's like it's second nature to kill them and not get hit.
Mhm.
And then he finally shows up with his stupid goofy ass, and then he fucks me up. He fucks me up because I'm an idiot. Because I want to get in there and kill him as fast as I can, like a speedrunner.
Yeah.
I can't help it. It's my nature to kill. And dude,
It's in my nature to murder.
I have to just it's wartime, and I fucking I'm gonna kill this tomorrow for sure. I almost did it today, but people showed up, and by people I
Damn,
mean Mario.
people getting in the
No,
fucking way.
but it's fine. That's good because I like to. This game is too good, so I'll sit there for too long to play it. So I
Mhm.
like to enjoy it like ice cream, once in a while. Can't I'm
Okay.
about to go deep in Diablo soon. It's gonna be Diablo season. They just came out with an expansion. It's gonna be me and the brothers and Falcon, and we're gonna be deep in that fucking game. We're for sure gonna understand all of the new material. It's gonna be so sick. Can't wait. Because right now we're in a game desert. There ain't shit.
Mhm.
There ain't nothing. Like every time I look at the fucking store, at the PlayStation at least, there is a plethora of garbage. Just as much trash as you could possibly see.
Mhm.
Man,
Rude.
it sucks. Because all they're selling nonstop is Madden, all the EA games, right? Madden, football club, trash. Ooh, that was weak. But I am a
Weak.
drink. and like just nonstop indie games because they think that because Hollow Knight easily for sure made $1 billion, like easily 100 million, easily. I don't know what the number is, but if they didn't, I'll send them $10, and I bought their game.
Mhm.
These people broke the market. There's a couple games that broke the market. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is so deep. You can play it 20 times and you won't play it the same. And
Uh,
in like regular games were like, and not only can you play it as a like God's view, like kind of you're controlling little characters, you can also play like
mhm.
I did. Like I played up close and saw every crevice of the map, and it was so detailed. And then
Mhm.
like the beautiful people in the village is like, oh man, I played it like God of War while everybody played it like they were above head. You know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
everybody else played like it's D&D and you played like a third person
Like I'm
game.
like, right, I'm playing it like it's Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
It was awesome, so fun, dude. So many ways, and so many ways to play the game. It's so like that really pissed off a couple companies because they were like, also all of our downloadable shit, it's free. So these companies that are coming out with these bangers,
Mhm.
like Hollow Knight came out and no, it was kind of like a shadow of a game. Nobody really like was paying attention to it because it was a little $15 game, and they didn't realize what it was. What the fucking gem? This guy, these four people make this crazy ass little story, Mega Man style, because they knew that people were hungry for a good like Mega Man style game or a Sonic game, some kind of
Mhm.
side platformer. Also, the big new thing is difficult games. So they're like, okay, we made a Mega Man that's harder than Mega Man. Good luck. It's like, how do I find everything? It's like, I don't know.
Figure it out.
And then you finish the game, and then you're like, that's crazy that that was $15. When is the next one? 8 years from now.
Mm.
Good. It made their fans mad. Their Reddit is poison. They lie about
Mm.
everything.
Oh my god.
Those people are poison, dude. They say that things are coming out that aren't. They say that there's merch that there isn't. It's the best. They're fucking crazy. That long hiatus made them real nuts. Me, I just played the game when the second one came out, so I got to play it back to back. So good for me.
Yeah, enjoying it so much more.
Mm. If you didn't play the first one, you cannot play the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one teaches you how to play the second one. The first one is tough.
Yeah,
The
I
first one,
know. I gave up.
dude, it's hard shit. It's just like, do you have the fortitude to die a lot? Literally,
No.
if you just die enough times, you will figure out the pattern of shit, and
Yeah.
I, and then you just become a Billy Badass in it.
Oh my god. Every time I die a lot, I keep getting fucking PTSD to my fight with Sans that I still haven't finished, and I'm just like, no.
Who?
The skeleton from the genocide run on Undertale.
I don't know. Those are words.
It's like the final boss fight that I have to go
Mhm.
through on the genocide run because there's different runs you can do for Undertale.
What is
And
Undertale,
Undertale, oh brother, I need you to play Undertale. You
dude?
can
You
get
gotta
it on.
wait. I'm killing a frog.
I'm listen in your spare time.
Hmm.
Play
Hmm.
Undertale. It's a cheap game. You can get it on the PlayStation. You don't
Hmm.
have to put it on your PC. And then I don't want to tell you anything about the game because you playing it exactly how you think you should play it is how you should experience it the first time.
All day. That's how I play every game ever.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but like it's never been more important because but also you don't like replaying games, but this is a game that you're intended to play.
It matters. How good's the game? Like okay. Lately, I don't really replay shit. Like when Grand Theft Auto comes out, I'm gonna play the
Mhm.
story, and then I'm going to play that to death. I'm just gonna get in a wide Cadillac, and
Mhm.
find a nice, peaceful, crowded area, and then
Mm.
drive on the sidewalk until they run into error.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And then I'm gonna find a way to steal a jet on a military base. And I'm just gonna repeat that until I'm satisfied, which will be never. My thirst will never end for those two things. And
Mhm.
then eventually I'll have to stop. And but yeah, I could but or I played the Arkham Knight like 10
Mhm.
times. I played that shit so much. That story was so good. If like the people that haven't played any of the Batmans, don't play any of them. Just play that Arkham Knight game. It's so good. It's crazy, like how you're just playing the game. You're like, how could this be better than the last set? There's no way.
Mhm.
And it is. You get it's just Grand Theft Auto, but you're Batman. You get the car. You get the gadgets. You know, you do kung fu. There's criminals, right? And your
Mhm.
car turns into a tank, so you can have tank battles when there's tanks to fight. And also, your car shoots out bean bags, right? So you're not actually killing any of these thugs when you shoot them.
Mhm.
You're kind of just knocking them out, and then you can just jump out the whip and kick the shit out of them.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's
Sounds
fucking.
sounds respectable.
Oh my god! But the story is what's fucked up. I'm not like if you haven't played it ever, dude. The story has two twists that blows you away. It's just a fun thing to see. And then at the end of the game, once you've like kind of got towards almost the last mission, you feel like you're fucking Batman, dude. You're like, I'm fucking Batman. You
Mhm.
better watch out. Don't do a
Yeah,
crime around here, man. I'll fuck you up. That's just what
I
happens.
I haven't, but I want to. The only Batman game I've played was a VR. It's
Which was cool.
more of an experience, but it was also Batman Arkham Asylum or some Arkham, I think. It's just Arkham, I
Yeah,
think. But like that shit was a cool walk around, discover shit, clicking clicking discover detective type thing. And it was really fucking cool for
it's dope,
VR.
dude. Yeah, that shit was cool. The VR version was awesome. But Arkham Knight,
Right.
dude, like without Arkham Knight, you wouldn't have the Spider Man of today that these kids are getting ripped off for a quarter of a game
Mm.
comparably. Like, dude, you get to be Batman. You literally you get a grappling hook, right? You can swing through shit, but you're not fucking Spider Man. You're not doing all this shit.
Mhm.
You do get a car, and you do get to glide, and you do get the grappling hook that will fucking throw you into the sky. So that shit's dope. But you're just kind of like gliding, just seeing where people getting fucked up. Oh, that lady's getting raped. I'm gonna stop that. I'm Batman. And then
Before we get now, god damn it, any lower on time,
mhm,
I do wanna bring up the live action episode 2.
do it.
I'd like to start
Remind me.
off with the obvious. There's no piece. Thank God.
No
Boring
what?
little arc. No piece with the celestial dragon.
Mm, I don't remember any of that.
Good, you didn't need to. It was fucking it was so boring. And I was
Oh, like
just
in the
like,
anime? This little
yeah.
filler?
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
thank
I don't think
God they
that's in the
didn't
comic.
put that anything even touching piece in this fucking thing. Thank God."
I don't
The
think they're.
whole
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, what were
No,
you gonna say?
I was saying that I don't think they're following the anime more than they're following like literally the storyboard of the comics, because the comics are quick, and I think they're just taking a lot of the dialogue out and just kind of
Mm,
nitpicking what they're choosing. That's what I'm seeing from like so far, like what they're kind of like. I was like, huh? They like it's super fast.
mm,
It's like they're trying to be like, guys, check this out. This is pretty sweet. All right, and they didn't give us that much time.
mhm.
I was like, oh,
I
that's big when
felt
it. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I keep thinking you're
No,
done.
I'm done. I am done.
Okay. I the In the beginning, they're like trying to steer the whip staff right, and then they end up breaking it. I was like, that is
Mhm.
probably the worst acting that they've done in the whole filming. Was
Oh, yes, 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 I
was
do
that
remember that. That shit
I was
was
like, that was pretty bad.
yeah, that's
Um,
pretty trash. But
uh,
think about those actors just having to do that is funny.
yeah.
Like, the actors having to be like, "I'm a sailor." Like, yeah, alright.
And then
Uh,
I was really upset that they replaced Luffy's Gum Gum Balloon with a lesser action. Him grabbing 2 rocks and like, I'm like, that's
no,
kinda I was like,
I
that's
think they're gonna
kinda
save that.
cool.
They're gonna save that
No,
for they're gonna hit the crocodile with it.
no,
Like, they're gonna do
he already did his balloon. Like, he's done the balloon. But he's supposed to be what saves them from hitting the edge of the rock on the way up, on, like, the last
mm,
piece before they finally have a safe trajectory on the way up, is they were almost gonna do it, they break the thing, and then he uses Gum Gum Balloon between and goes between the thing and the ship, and it bounces off of him, and they correct the course, and then he and goes back onto the ship. I'm like, "Oh, man, that's gonna be so dope," and he just grabs 2
mm.
rocks and,
Right.
like,
Okay,
Spider-Mans it. I'm
you're
like,
right.
"Ah, that's shit."
I I will agree with you on this one. They should have done the giant hands. That would have been cooler.
Not it wasn't
But they
hands, it was just him being the big balloon stomach,
right.
and ins and
Oh, the
so it
giant, that's right. Oh, I thought you
so
meant he was doing the what is it? The elephant
the
gun.
bone balloon? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, just the giant stomach to absorb the
Dude,
shock.
yes, they haven't done that joke yet. That would
Well,
have been good.
they did the Gum Gum Balloon in the 1st season at some point, but it
Right, but they could
wasn't
have
but they
done
didn't do it then, and that's when
you
they
know,
really needed to, because that was, like, awesome.
maybe maybe that was a focus group thing, you know? Maybe they tried that and it didn't work as well, so they just did this instead.
I mean,
I
the
don't
Gum
know.
Gum Balloon does look weird, but it's still a way better use than catching a fucking cannonball,
I think
is
the thing that needs
saving the ship.
I think that what they need to do is fat suit him.
Yeah,
Like,
for
but
that.
not just for that and his upper body, like his shoulders and his
Mhm,
face to be fat suited.
mhm.
I think that that'll fix that. CGI the
Yeah.
rest, but like be actually in that fat suit.
Yeah,
I
you're
think that
trying
would
to
look
they're
better.
trying to, like, make him still look skinny while he's big.
Right,
I'm
he
like,
should
"Dude, the
look
whole point
ridiculous.
is to look like a huge fat thing."
Oh, you know how better that would be if they gave him fat suit every time he ate too much and made him
Oh,
ginormous?
yes,
They haven't done that. Then
yes.
that would be
I know, it's like
the
little shit
best.
like that is like, dude, this is what I want from a live action. I want you to show me anime in real life, you know?
Right.
Anyway, so
But
I have
I'll
a
tell you oh,
go
go ahead,
ahead.
please. No,
N-
go ahead.
I'm about to move on, so we can I want to talk about what you're about to say.
Okay, so I do want to say that this is the best version they've ever done of this, of
Mhm.
trying to do an animated live action.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty good.
I'm happy with the product that's coming out, and they got a couple other things that's going to be coming out, and I'm kind of hopeful for them, but I do not
Mhm.
have too much hope because I still remember Roni Kenshin.
Yeah, dude. Um I still think that if they would have just given Yu Yu Hakusho more time than 5 fucking episodes,
Yeah, dude.
it would have
Yes,
been so good.
but I think that was like the pilot for the guys that are doing this now, or the guys and gals that are doing this now
Yeah, but
for One
oh
Piece.
my god, because it was, dude, they like did real good. They made it dark, it was twisted, people look scary and shit. I'm
This is
like,
the smart.
damn, if y'all could have fucking
Yeah,
not
continued
not hyper shorten
it.
this fucking thing that happened. Like, bro, pick one thing and make it through that. You know, fuck, what the hell you do anyway? But
But
back
but it,
on
but I think that like, dude, everything before Yu Yu Hakusho kind of looked like shit. Like the only thing
that's
that
what I
kind of
heard.
got me was Death Note, and because they made a Death Note movie, right? And
Yeah.
I never read the comic.
Hmm.
So Arya's like, "Yo, this Death Note movie's kind of crazy." I was like, "Okay, I'll check it out." So I watched like 5 minutes of it, and I go, "I don't like this. This is not for me." Okay, fine. I'll check out the fucking comic. So I checked out the comic. Comic's incredible.
Hmm.
So they trapped me to read the comic by coming out with a movie for it. So I was like, okay, you got me, Netflix, you sons of bitches. Very good. And then they came out with the anime, and then they Netflix, of course, had the anime. I was like, ooh, you're good. You guys are strategic.
Hmm.
And they did the same thing with Yu Yu Hakusho. They gave me about what was it, 6, 8 episodes, and I've never seen
Five fucking
5
episodes, bro.
episodes. And with those 5 episodes, I watched all of Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix. Every single episode. I've never seen it before. Well, I saw it the first season, like when I was very young.
Hmm.
So I was like, okay, Mario's always talking all this good shit about it. Let me check it
That's
out.
that.
And
I don't know if I
awesome.
can pick between that and One Piece. I love Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, that's crazy. What it's One Piece forever.
One Piece
People
is
have
great, but Yu Yu
the people have
Hakusho
the
was the first show I like watched all the way through and shit.
oh man, it was Dragon Ball, the original one for me.
Mm.
And I didn't watch it all the way because they didn't broadcast it here in America. But I watched every episode that they could possibly show me. And but Yu Yu Hakusho, I just like, I didn't get, like I saw some of what is it, Inuyasha, the one with the cat eared guy, right? I
Mhm.
saw some of them. Like I saw all the stuff that was coming out, whatever it could, right? Sci-fi. This is old school stuff. Like
Mhm.
you didn't get a lot back in the day. Now you get everything. But the problem is that there's just companies pumping, dumping garbage at you every second of your fucking living hours. There's so many like cookie cutters of different versions of fucking this and that. Everybody's trying to make the new Naruto. Ever since Naruto, everybody's just trying to make new Naruto, and
All
that
right.
really pisses me off.
I'm gonna rein
That
in the
makes me so
tangent a
upset.
little bit here. We gotta come back.
Oh God, sorry.
No, 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 no. I'm just. We went off for a bit. It's time we're gonna collect back here, so I can bitch about Laboon. Almost everything about
Mm.
Laboon is fucking wrong, bro. Would you like to hear my long-winded thing?
If you could short wind it, I'm in.
All right, so first, Luffy is supposed to stay out of Laboon. That's fine. But the problem
Mhm.
comes when they literally just completely scrapped the 50 years of scientific doctoring that Crocus had been doing.
Mhm.
All right. There's no hatch in the whale, no exit door, no floating island that he lives on in the belly with the insides painted to look like outside. I'm just
Oh,
like,
okay.
you guys went
Yeah.
through the effort of making the inside of this whale, and then you turned it into Pinocchio's whale instead of fucking One Piece's whale. I'm like, this is the perfect whale for Pinocchio, dude. You guys crushed the inside of a realistic whale. That's not what we're in. We're in a whale that is so ginormous it would shit on the whale from Pinocchio. Okay, it would eat it. All right. And second of all, Crocus isn't supposed to be able to shoot through its thick ass blubber with what he has available to him. That's why he built his shit inside the whale. So for him to be still shooting this dart for 50 years as the best medical science he's been able to come up with, this super smart guy in 50 years, I'm upset. I'm upset.
Mm.
And then they had the audacity at the end of the episode to say, "Oh, imagine if you could live in a whale like that. Man, that'd be crazy." I'm like, "You sons of bitches, dude. You, s-
All right,
you
let me interject
sons
right
of
there.
bitches."
Let me interject. That's hilarious. They even said the thing that's like, to give a wink to the fans, and you were like, mother. Oh, I swear to God. And that's great because I like when you're upset at this stuff. That does bring me joy. I'm smiling ear to ear. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but
I can.
I'm having a good time. But it's so I think major reason why they couldn't do it. First of
Mhm.
all, to me, Laboon looked awesome. He
On the
was
outside, yes,
humongous.
he was good.
He was as
Mhm.
big as a mountain. He was so big. And him cracking into the landscape looked awesome, falling apart. And he was barely doing damage to the Grand Line.
Well, on the real quick,
Covered in his.
another interject to
Mhm.
your interject, all right, is on the account of size. when they were showing him at the base of this enormous mountain, they crushed it. He looked huge. And then the ship took up way too much space when it was going in his mouth. And I'm like, okay, you guys don't know how to be consistent with the size, and it's ruining it for
Perspective.
me. That's
Oh, that's
that's
funny. I
literally
didn't
the
see that.
biggest problem because there's like this giant the ship should barely be as big as his teeth almost. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
huge, and the Mary is not a big ship, and it
Right.
and
It's a
it
little tiny
takes
ship.
up and it takes up a lot of space when it's going into his mouth. And then you can see the other side of the whale from right there. Like
That's
it's
probably. I think
barely
that was like
anything.
production note, right? I want to see the teeth. People will know that you're going in the mouth unless you see the teeth. Also,
No,
the
I
the the
know, but
whole
it killed the scale immediately.
well, the scale of him when he like the desperation from Luffy when he couldn't reach him. The whole
Mhm.
like uh using a what was he using? He was using a ballista to like shoot this whale with a needle. I thought I liked it because it's like visually stunning. You can see the purple liquid, which is cool. And I think the reason that they didn't go the hatch and island version of it is because probably when that was getting drawn at the time, bovines used to have latches on the side of their bodies, right? Because it was just, like easier to like feed them certain nutrients that way. But then that got seen in like 2005 in an article, right?
Mhm.
And everybody was disgusted by it. So that changed farming beef industry overnight. Like nobody can do that anymore.
Mm.
You can't just fucking put a giant gaping latch on the side of your bovine for regulation, make sure the meat comes out perfect.
Well, yeah,
You
but
gotta
that's different than a whale the size of an island
right, but I think that's why
that you have
they
to
decided
medically treat because a javelin could no longer pierce it.
right, but I think it's better to go the route because again, like like that really turned people off. So you're gonna have to explain how this guy had to carve into a whale a latch, which since they did it to bovines, of course it's physically possible, and they could probably live perfectly fine without it, chilling as long as you waterproof it.
Well,
And
it'd be easy to write off because the whale used to absolutely break himself on this shit, right? So one of the times that he was fixing up all the wounds that had him all doped up, he was just like, "All right, he's out. We're gonna make a thing here. I'm gonna live in here, and it'll be that much easier for me to treat him." You know,
right,
it really wasn't that big of a thing.
but I think you're gonna get your island because he's that's gonna be the wink and the nudge when when you get a flashback or like a little sight of him later when they're further in the story. I hope they
Yeah,
supposedly
but fuck that.
they got signed for a bunch of seasons,
Well,
so they're gonna
yeah,
be
but
pumping these out like Lord of
either
the Rings. Like they're
but
gonna be filming nonstop.
either way, fuck that because that literally is a fuck you to Crocus. Just this
Hmm?
old
What?
man did nothing but sit on the edge of that shit with all his knowledge and stuff for 50
Mhm.
years, bro, and just kept shooting darts at the side of this whale when he got
No,
big.
he's not.
Come
No,
on.
he just that was just one of the chores. You kidding? He's continued his research. He's a scientist like me.
No, man, he's literally been like looking for a way to fucking make stronger shit because the whale keeps getting bigger.
Right.
But
Sick.
that's what I'm saying. That's it. That's all
That's
he
why I like when in the comics you got to see Laboon later on, and he's even bigger.
mhm.
That shit is awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, he just
Well,
becomes immune to it. But the whole thing with the fucking the puts the badge on him. Man, that episode made me cry. Boy, I cry for anything nowadays.
it was they did okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. We're moving on from the whale torture slash medical extreme medical procedure. Um and we're gonna move on to Luffy can't deliver serious lines. This character that they have, he is incapable of giving a serious Luffy line when he needs to. And
Hmm.
again, he's doing that weird thing where he repeats things that he shouldn't be repeating. Like they had him sing the same piece of song twice in a row instead of just continuing the song. It sounded really fucking weird and out of place. Um
How long do you think that we get to Brook? Well, I forget. That's far away, right? That's super far.
so far away. I
So
was
far
hold up.
away.
I was this that leads me directly into my next point. They keep giving more screen time to characters that shouldn't even be seen yet and wasting that time that they could be adding to the actual story people give a fuck about. Okay? The most
Oh,
we
I see
saw
what
of
you're
Brooke,
saying.
the most we saw of Brooke at this point was like a piece of fro of some musician
Right.
playing for
You
the
saw
whale.
the
That's
you saw
all
the
you
back of his
saw.
head.
Yeah, that's all you ever saw, all right? And now we have this whole fucking guy having a whole private scene with Laboon. And I'm like, guys, they like played music for him, but they didn't get that deep into it until you go meet Brooke. And then you get all these heartfelt scenes of, oh shit, I know that whale. I had this moment with him. And then they show you that same moment that was like passing and vague before is oh so meaningful now. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I think it's
So
that makes the super hardcore fan go, "Ooh, look," like
I
you get me?
well, no, it makes the hardcore fan go, "What the fuck are you doing?" It makes people that know that Brooke is a person go, "Ooh, I bet that's Brooke."
Yeah,
Like,
well, that it is a little forced and corny, but that is
yeah,
kind of like the pattern of this thing, because they're doing it like again, they're speed racing it. They're doing it as
yeah,
fast as humanly
exactly.
possible. They're
Going
trying to get
so
through as much
fast.
story as fast. So it looks like
But then
literally
why do they keep putting the irrelevant bits in? That's my whole argument. If you're
because I
trying to
feel
get through
they're
this
taking.
as fast as possible,
Mhm.
stop giving these side people that aren't even in the story yet so much screen time.
I feel like Oda, like well, at least the company that runs One Piece, I think, which is Shonen.
Mhm.
They're for sure sitting here like you got to hit these certain notes. They for sure like, oh, they're helping them to be like, I hope you guys are successful. I want to like this is these are the most popular things. These are the things that people love. This is because they've got all of the fandom for decades of
Mhm.
chumps and everybody. Kids have grown up with it, got grandkids now, and One Piece has been around forever, dude. It's the fucking tits. I love it.
One more
It's so
thing,
funny.
one more
I
thing
thought I
on
would get sick of
Laboon,
it.
because I feel like we're getting off on some weird Oda tangent. Uh,
No, no, it's over. It's 10
Laboon
done.
Laboon is a giant whale. Now,
Yeah.
granted, maybe
Oh yeah.
maybe maybe 25 years he might have had to wait there, but he's a giant whale who
What
can
do you think? It's like
clearly
50 stories.
withstand the currents around the bottom of Reverse Mountain, right? So
Hmm.
he could just swim to the other side.
Oh
He
no,
could
not yet. It's still too small.
no, no, no. There's no king, whatever the fuck they are. Those giant sea king. There's no sea kings that are hanging out
There was a
at the base of the fucking mountain. No, right
There
at the
was
base of the mountain, all the way where we've never
in the
seen one.
bay. In the bay, there was a sea king. The old flower scientist knocked him out with a cannon or something. I forgot what he had, but he fucked it up on the way out. There was always because remember, like
Mm-mm.
once you get into the
I
Grand
just
Line,
watched it.
yeah, it's all
It
fucked up in
was
the Grand Line. So
no,
like
yeah,
there's
but
somewhat
there was
always
nothing
one
there.
or two. Like there's always one or two lying in the bay. There was something that was rising up that he shot. That
Nope,
that didn't happen.
nope,
Huh.
nope. That's when they leave Little Garden, and that's the giant goldfish thing. But that's like but either way, even
Hmm.
the calm belt is supposed to be full of sea kings and shit, but like listen to the logical side of it. They're huge and they
Mhm.
don't have any reason to be right next to a mountain where no prey and people ever go. So that would be the best section of the calm belt to go through would be where Laboon would be swimming literally right around the border. I'm just saying he could have made it through to the next sea, through the thing, and all the way back over to his boys over there.
Well,
You
there's only
know,
right through the Grand Line. There's not that many paths, right? There's the military path, which is the safest. They have all the safest
He doesn't
paths.
need a path. He's a goddamn whale. You're not listening to me. He's just hugging the mountain.
Right, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go. His pod left him there, you
Mhm.
know, and then was like, "Hey, we'll
He's
be
not
back."
looking for his
And
pod. I'm saying he could have went off on his own to
I
find
mean,
the guys that he thought were still alive at any time because Crocus couldn't have fucking stopped him without being inside of him.
well, I don't know. Man, he was kind
He
of
could have just
because
kept
I
running
remember,
away, dude.
at least in the comics, I remember when you got to see like the full size versions of Laboon. They
Mhm.
were humongous. So they can go
Mhm.
through the Grand Line because they could just flobber through and it doesn't really fucking matter. But a stray baby made it through from like they
No,
caught it
I
from
know.
like somebody who brought it in, right? So like that's why it's rare to see them.
Well, the whales in question stay in the sea that they were from, but that whale got separated from its pod and followed them, and then they thought they left Laboon in the sea
Oh
back there, and it followed them up Reverse Mountain and
no
came
no
down
no
with them.
no! His pod was the pirates,
No,
and the
he had
pirates
an
left.
actual pod
Right, right, of course, yeah, of
of
course. He's a
whales,
whale.
got separated from the whale
Yeah,
pod, and then
that's
got
how.
adopted by the pirates. And then the
Right,
pirates were like, "Oh, we need to leave him here." And then when they went up Reverse Mountain, he followed their ass up the mountain anyway. So when they got to the other
mhm,
side, they're like, "Dog, we didn't even mean to bring him." And he was like,
right.
"Well, take him out there. He's gonna be snacks for the big motherfuckers." And they were
Right.
like, "Oh, well, hey, drunk guy, it's your problem now. All right, I got 3 minutes. I need to
Oh
speed run
yeah.
through
All
these
right.
last few things because
All right. Laboon
apparently
was
I
the
need to do
first
more
thing.
time."
Was the first,
All
yeah,
right, so
Laboon was the first
first,
thing from the Grand Line. That's
I'm
right.
gonna I'm
He
gonna
was the
speed
first
run through
officer.
all these, and then you can react to them. Okay?
All right, you got
Why
3
is
minutes.
Vivi British? Mister
I love
Nine
it.
is great. What the
I love him
fuck
too.
was
He's gonna be a
Luffy's
great actor.
What the fuck was Luffy's punch in the eye? It looked stupid and had no actual like impact.
They're doing
It
their best
was
with the CG.
it
They're not
was
doing. They're
it
doing their best.
was
It looks weird.
terrible. When he
I don't
punched that
think
whale
they.
in the eye, it didn't even look like it would irritate him. It looked like,
Right.
oh my
You
god.
ever see
Anyway,
Mr.
why
Fantastic?
did hold on? Why did he repeat the same verse and it wasn't even the most famous verse of Binks's brew when the whale came up? Okay? And then Luffy can't scream happily. He can say lines happily. He cannot deliver serious lines and he can't scream fully. It always
Oh,
breaks and
I love the
comes out
scream.
weird.
I like it.
Uh the log pose looked really cool.
Blog post does look cool. Um, I love Luffy's laugh.
No, no, not his
Uh,
laugh. Laugh is
no,
fine,
no, his
but
yell,
he
his
keeps
yell.
doing this
This
happy
is the scream,
scream. That's
right?
fucking
It's a
ugh.
scream. Well, sorry, that's a. I'm Brazilian, and he's screaming like if we won a goal, and I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. That's the most
Well,
happy a Brazilian could possibly
maybe he
be.
should scream more like a girl because a girl does it better without breaking.
No,
Okay.
this is the way. This is the way you scream when a goal happens, dude. You throw it all out. All your soul comes out. um, what was the third? What was the one before that? I forgot. Damn it.
Before the screaming,
Hmm.
he repeated the wrong, like the not the important
Before
verse of
that,
Binks's brew. The punch in the eye. You said the CGI. I said, why
CGI.
the fuck
Okay,
is
so
Vivi British?
here's the thing. No, no, I love that, and she's super hot. She's a smoke show, and I would kidnap her if I could, but I got rid of my ban.
Okay, okay, but with all this anger about her being a fucking Egyptian, why does she not sound African?
Well, Africans were subjugated by the British, so a lot of them do sound British when they speak English, at least. But
And
okay,
that's
so back to the
cultural
stretchy part.
representation,
Back,
right?
back to hey, they're fucking nailing it. And so
No.
the thing with the stretchiness,
Uh-huh.
two
Not the
fats
stretchiness.
in a
Two
sack,
fats in a sec.
in a sack,
Do
two
do do.
fats